Thank you for your time, your excellent time. I have small questions about psychologists when you build a team. For example, which I make like a review about what you are saying is like talent identifications.
Talent ID, yeah.
Yeah. And for me, I am working with kids, which is between like 5 and 9 years old, which is learn to learn stage. So I find some difficulties, psychology difficulties. How can I, for example, to select he is benefit or not? He can continue his sport career or not? So maybe this question need time to explain. So maybe we can cooperate in that because I'm doing this program right now.
So you've got a group of young kids, right? 5 years old, did you say, to until 9 years old, and you're looking at how you identify within that group their talent capacity to progress to a higher level. We're talking in the psychology. So my simple approach is, and again, 5's probably pretty young, but
I have
competitive.
Very big things here. All of them are orphaned.
Orphans?
Yes.
Okay. That's
this
good.
Is the problem.
I've always wanted to coach kids with no parents.
Yeah, this is my project now, and
Perfect.
now I have this project for free. For LTD.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I signed the agreement. So I will work with them for free forever. 10,000 hour. Free.
Okay. Really simple. If you're looking at psychology of a competitive swimmer, right? The most important thing from my point of view is their competitive intelligence. Okay? So their willingness to want to compete against whoever it is, whether it's the clock or their teammates. From there, working back, when you have that, where you can cultivate competition, then for them to improve in the competitive environment, they'll be more willing to do the work required or improve their skills. So that's as much of the psychology as I would be looking at with that level of kids. I wouldn't be getting any more detail. They're still developing. Are they competitive and do they want to compete? And if they do, then they're going to be willing to do more to get better in the competition environment.
Thank you for your presentation. And I was looking at your performance stream as opposed to the learn to swim.
Yep.
And I see you start your program at the age of 12, right? And I am pretty interested to know, maybe if you can share some secrets, because at the age of 12, the swimmers are still young, and they go to school. Some of them may be still in primary, and they're not mature enough. They don't have a goal, maybe, and maybe they are interested in other sports and whatever. But what do you do when you have them for swimming for training? Let's say, what's their workload for that day training, or how many hours do they train a day? Do you get them to specialize at this age, like you're a breaststroker or you're a butterfly, or do you do all the strokes? I'm just kind of keen.
Okay, so the performance stream starts at the National Age Development. Roughly, this group here, actually this squad here is the same age, just lower level of performance. So under 12 and under. The National Age Development, so this first blue box, is the best competitive swimmers. So they're selected on performance. They have that, what I call that competitive intelligence, the thing that I think they want to race and be good. All we do is give them, they don't do any more training sessions than this group. They do the same number, so physiologically what they require. They might swim 5 times a week and do 2 dry land sessions. And so there's no increase. What we do is we start focusing on more range and more of the functional aspects of what they're going to require moving forward as an athlete when they progress physiologically. We don't specialize in strokes. We focus on individual medley training as the basis and improving their physiology. So starting to look at making sure that I basically have more influence on that group and what they're doing so that I can start tracking them through to my group. So if there's 24 swimmers in that national age development, statistically, two will make it to me. That's the reality. It doesn't matter. So we just try to make sure that those two get there better than if they just randomly by chance got there. But number of sessions doesn't change, and they focus on medley training.